The physical grind you feel at the end of hunting season can take a toll on your body. But when you're consumed by the thought of chasing whitetails, your mind can go numb to that pain. By the time spring turkey season ends, you're chomping at the bit to get back in the tree waiting for your target buck. Our whitetail season starts in the summer. That typically looks like tilling up the soil for food plots, fertilizing new areas, hanging trail cameras to see what deer made it through the winter, and ultimately waiting patiently to see if your target buck survived. In this episode, you will see a short glimpse of the time spent chasing this target deer. Now, I never got around to naming him, but for the sake of this story, we will call this deer Ghost. If I remember correctly, was on the property the first year I gained permission to hunt in 2022. I've had permission now for 3 years at this point. I didn't start to really target Ghost until the second year I had permission on this farm. I knew I would be chasing this deer after seeing him that October. As the season progressed, I would get more and more photos of him. As the 2023 season started to wind down, I realized how elusive this deer was. It seemed when I would take trail cam information and apply that to where I would hunt, being from his last known location, it would never pan out. The closest encounter I had with him was on the opposite side of the property. Overnight, he was breeding a doe, which I got a photo of. I knew that next morning he would be coming back into the big woods as that doe was bred that night. It ended up being a beautiful cold morning. Alrighty guys, good morning. It's Sunday morning, November, towards the end of November, I'm not sure what day it is. I had a big cold front last night and it's about 23, 24 degrees right now. I didn't plan on hunting this morning, but my trail cams told me I needed to. I had 2 pretty nice bucks right in this area. I actually got a photo of this one 10-pointer breeding a doe, probably about 300 yards from where I'm at. So right now I'm just in this little funnel area, backing these CRP fields and big open hardwood timber. So I'm hoping to see some deer move through here this morning, so stick with us. So far, it's been a very productive morning. I'm just waiting to see one of those big ones on camera. There's a 10-pointer and a really, really heavy 6-pointer. I would be very happy with either one of those. I'd like to see one. There's a chance if he was breeding that doe last night, if he got her bred, he's probably gonna come through here. If not, he's going to be on lockdown with her, but I don't know. Now, Sunday mornings I go to church, so I climbed down out of the tree and snuck out. It wasn't an hour later that I got a photo of him standing under the tree I was hunting in. As the summer of 2024 started off, I knew that Ghost was my absolute goal for the season. I spent as much time as possible placing trail cams, moving them around, hanging stands, and ultimately waiting for him to show up on camera. It seemed like I would wait for forever for a glimpse of him on a camera. As September wound down, I began contemplating if he was even alive. I know other hunters in the area, but had no way of knowing if he made it through the winter. My worries ended on October 9th, 2024, when I finally got the first photo of Ghost. He was the bully on the block, chasing all the other small bucks around. As I tried to plan out my strategy of how to harvest this deer, I tried to make every correct move as I hunted him, whether that be the wind, thermals due to the mountain, and the weather. I wanted to make the best educated hunts that I possibly could, in hopes to not spook him off the property. As the season progressed and a handful of all-day sits later, November wound down rather quickly with no encounters. He was always around, just never in the right place at the right time.
Good morning, everyone. We're up in the stand. I slipped into this private spot that I've got permission on, and there's a 10-pointer here that's been running around. I was hunting him but didn't get an opportunity at him, and he bred a doe. I have a picture of him breeding a doe on camera. So this year, I was hoping he was going to be even bigger. I haven't seen him on the hoof, so that's my goal. They usually cut this corner that I'm sitting up against here. And I'm in a tree stand. I got a double tree, and I'm really hoping I'm gonna see this deer. I've got a northwest wind, which is blowing back right over this hill down in front of me. Hopefully they move this morning. The snow's done. It's starting to clear out. It's chilly, and it's a little bit windy right now, so hopefully we see some deer shortly. Guys, that was awesome. Hard for me to tell. I don't know if he had a second brow point or not. It was either a 7 or an 8-pointer. Nice buck. When he was coming up the hill, I grabbed my bow because I thought he was a really tall buck, but I don't know. I don't know what he was quite. Either 2.5 or 3.5-year-old. He could have been a deer I had on camera last year. It was about half that size. But that was a pretty cool encounter. The whole time he was downwind to me, which sucks. But eventually he just got like probably 15 yards from my tree, and he finally, said enough was enough and turned around and trotted away. But he never did blow at me or anything. What's cool is this morning I thought I heard some grunting out of there, and I had caught a flash. There's kind of this hill drops down to a field, and there's a bench, and on that bench at the mid slope, it's just a bunch of thick brush, and it looked like he was down in there with like a doe or two, and I could just hear him grunting in there. So I started grunting back, losing him in and out between the brush. I couldn't keep a good eye on him, And finally, I'm like, well, if he's with those does, he's grunting and stuff down there. Let me try my little canned dope leak, because I grunted and snort wheezed and nothing happened. So I gave him 2 of these bad boys, the doe bleat, and he, sure enough, came right up the hill and walked basically right up to my tree, but it sucks because he was downwind, so I think maybe I could have shot that deer. It just would have been awkward. I wasn't planning to have deer come up this way like that, so, but super cool encounter. I'm looking for a deer I think that's a little bit bigger, so really good encounter. It was awesome to see that, and I think I got some really good footage, so far so good. It is getting cold again, so they should be moving now.
Here in New Jersey, the first full week in December, we have a 6-day firearm season, aka Buck Week. You can hunt with a shotgun or muzzleloader and harvest 2 bucks. At this point, there are typically many hunters in the woods, and I felt that I had lost my chance at harvesting Ghost for the 2024 season. Monday morning, December 9th, 2024. Cold, sunny, the opening morning of Buck Week. As I'm enjoying my coffee, watching the woods come alive, I'm thinking how lucky we are to enjoy God's beautiful creation. The thoughts of highs and lows run through my mind of the past season. It was a tough one.
Alrighty guys, good morning. It is Monday morning. I believe it's December 9th. Opening day of 6-day firearm, aka Buck Week. I'm in the same spot after that same buck I've been hunting all season, so yesterday morning he was on my camera at 5:25 this morning. I don't know if it was him or not, but if it was, he's probably 600 yards from me, and he's in an area where there's a bunch of does, so he might not even be coming back for a while. I don't know, we'll have to see, but a bunch of us are out. We're going to sit all morning and then probably do some drives and be back this afternoon. It's supposed to pour later, so we'll see what the morning brings. Stay tuned.
Leaves were rustling over my right shoulder. As I pulled my binoculars up to take a look, all I see is antlers, and I think to myself, this must be Ghost. I reach around to grab my muzzleloader, I cock the hammer back, look through the scope, and the rest is history.
I'm sitting here, look to my right, and I just see a dark spot. I'm like, that's gotta be him. So he's behind all these trees. I get my gun around, I'm waiting. Finally, I can see him. He comes out, and I pull up my binoculars. I'm like, that's him. I counted 5 on one side. I'm like, that's gotta be him. I raised up my gun, perfectly broadside, shot him. I'm pretty sure I saw blood pumping out right behind the shoulder, but like 60, 65 yards. Alrighty guys, so it looks to be like I smoked him. The video shows the bullet going right through behind the shoulder, and then a bunch of dirt splashed up behind him, so fingers crossed. I mean, that's a deer. I mean, as long as it was the actual deer, I'm pretty sure. I'm like almost 99% sure it was the 10-pointer that I've been after for the last like 2 to 3 years. I've got one of his sheds, and a friend of mine has a property that's like 2 properties down from where I am. It's the same ridge line, and we've been jumping back and forth trail cams when he's on my permission piece, when he's on his. So, and I believe this deer was yesterday morning. He was through here, and then yesterday afternoon at dark, right before dark or at dark, he was at like 500 yards from me in this big bedding area, and he was coming back towards me. And then 5:24 this morning, there's a photo of a deer going back. It was blurry, but I'm pretty sure it was him. So I'm like, well, he's gone, I'm not gonna see him. So sure enough, here he comes alone. I thought I saw a doe with him. When I pulled up my binoculars, I couldn't find him. There was too many trees, and I thought I saw a doe, but I think it was just him. So I don't know, the shot on camera looked good. I thought I saw a bunch of blood. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack up and get down. It's probably been 15-20 minutes now. Get down, reload my gun, leave my bag and everything, and then I'm gonna go walk up to where I shot him and see if I can find any blood. Hopefully I can. So I'm really praying I find this deer, so we'll see. Just reloading. There she is. I'm gonna go take a walk with you guys, see if we can find some blood. See if we can find this thing. So let's go sneak up and see if we can find some blood here. Alright guys, to start, that's where the bullet hit the ground. And so far, I don't see any blood. Which, if I remember correctly, I saw a bunch spewing out of him, so I mean, I'm definitely nervous. Thought I saw him pouring blood. Shot looked good on video from what I could tell, so I'm hoping the amount of blood I think I saw coming out of him, I should see blood, so we'll see if I can find something here. I'm definitely nervous. Alrighty guys, I'm just about to peek over this knob. Oh my goodness. I knew I smelt them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, finally. That's the first drop of blood I've seen. He's right here. Let me see if he's the 10. I think he is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well guys, this is one stressful roller coaster of a ride. I can't believe I got him. I don't know, I could not find any real good kicked up leaves or trail from where he ran to, and I did not find any blood until after I saw him laying here. I haven't touched him yet. But man,
The Lord is good. I've been playing cat and mouse with this deer for 2 years. 2 to 3 years. I have to look back and see, but I've had photos of him and stuff, so. Oh man, I need to get on him. I need to see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is just insane. Oh, I smoked him. I freaking smoked him. Well guys, there you have it. That was the story of Ghost. And one of the most memorable hunts I've had. It's pretty awesome to have your plan come together and be able to harvest a deer that you've been chasing for that long. And it was my first 10-pointer, and I was just beyond blessed to be able to harvest that deer. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this short film. It's something new that we're trying. It was a lot of fun and a lot of good memories chasing that deer. So I wish I had some more footage of him on the hoof, but unfortunately I would go and hunt, he wouldn't be there, and then the day I wouldn't hunt, he would be there. So cat and mouse a little bit, but that's how hunting goes. So I appreciate you guys watching so much. I'd love to hear your feedback. Leave a comment down below, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it, and we'd like to have you guys tag along. So until next time, thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you out in the tree stand.